Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing about how to register a trademark in Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. On receiving the application of trademark registration, the examiner at the trademark registry processes the application in the following 7 stages. Stage 1. Submission of application to the trademark registry. In case the trademark registry does not find any deficiencies in the particulars of the application and no objections are raised, the entire process of trademark registration in Hong Kong takes as long as 6 months from the date of receipt of application. Stage 2. Checking the deficiencies in the application. Before proceeding with the examination of the application form, a thorough check of the application form and attachments is carried out by the trademark registry. This check is carried out to see if all the required parts of the application form have been properly filled, whether the particulars are correct, and also to check whether any information has been left missing in the application form or not. If any required information is found to be missing by the trademark registry, then the applicant is asked to provide that information to remove the deficiencies. There are some minor amendments in the form that do not affect the filing date of the application. These include the class number of the goods for which the application has been made, etc. On the other hand, there are other important changes in the form which affect the date of filing of the application. These include absence of representation of the trademark. It must be remembered that the major amendments in the form cannot be made or accepted by the trademark registry, such as changes in the representation of the trademark. In case everything is in order in the application shall move to the next stage, which is the search and examination stage. Third stage, search and examination begins for the trademark. Once the deficiencies in the form have been removed and everything has been found to be in order, and after making the amendments, the application moves on to the next stage, where trademark search is carried out by the trademark registry to check whether same or similar trademarks have already been registered or applied for registration by some other trader for same or similar types of goods and services. The trademark registry also checks whether the trademark satisfies all the registration requirements that have been laid down in the trademarks ordinance. Thereafter, the examiner gives its opinion in writing, which shall either lay down the grounds for objection against the proposed mark or confirm that the mark is acceptable for registration purposes. Stage 4. Raising of objections against the trademark. If the trademarks registry finds that the requirements for registration of the trademark have not been met in the application, then it can raise objections to the proposed mark. The applicant is given a time of 6 months to remedy the objections raised by the trademark registry and further meet the requirements. A further extension of 3 months can also be granted by the registry. Overcoming of objections. The trademark registry lays down the reasons and grounds stating why the mark does not meet the requirements of the registration. Furthermore, the trademark registry itself suggests ways of overcoming the objections, and if according to them it is possible to do so. It is a possibility that the applicant has tried to rectify and make amendments in the application form in response to the objections raised by the registry, and the registry may still find that the requirements for the registration of the trademark have not been met. In this case, the registry issues a further opinion indicating these things. However, this further opinion shall be issued after the expiry of 6 months period specified in the initial opinion. At this stage, if the applicant is still interested in pursuing his or her trademark application, then he/she has 3 months from the date of further opinion to satisfy the registration requirements or instead call for a hearing. Fifth stage, hearing. If the applicant calls for hearing, all the evidence to be used for and against the trademark shall be considered after the hearing, and the decision shall be issued by the hearing officer. Stage 6, publication of the trademark. Once the acceptance has been issued for the trademark to be registered, the mark is registered in the Hong Kong Intellectual Property Journal. The purpose behind publication of the trademark in the Hong Kong Intellectual Property Journal is to let everyone view the trademark, and if they have any objections to the trademark, they can lodge an opposition against it. Those who want to object to the trademark, they have a time period of 3 months from the date of the publication of the trademark in the journal. The applicant has the option to either withdraw his or her application or respond to the opposition by filing a counter statement against it. It must be noted that in case the applicant withdraws the application or loses in the opposition proceedings, the applicant shall bear the costs of the opposite party. Both the applicant and the opposition are given equal opportunity to file their evidence in support of their respective claims within the given time limits. When all the evidence from both the parties have been received, a hearing shall take place before a hearing officer who then makes a decision. The party who turns out to be successful in the opposition proceedings is usually entitled to an award of costs. Stage 7. Registration of the trademark. Once the trademark of the applicant has been accepted, the trademark registry enters the details of the trademark into the trademarks register and the applicant is issued a certificate of registration. Thereafter, a notice of registration is published in the Intellectual Property Journal, and the registration of the trademark dates back to the date of filing of the application of the trademark. This means that the rights of the registered trademark owner take effect from the date of filing of the application with the trademark registry. For more such information, please subscribe to the channel.